Once upon a time, nestled between rolling hills and sparkling streams, there was a magical forest called Verdancia. This forest was once bursting with colors. The trees wore coats of emerald green, flowers bloomed in shades of violet, gold, and ruby, and even the river glistened with a rainbow shimmer as it danced over the rocks. The animals who lived there were proud of their beautiful home. Squirrels leaped between the trees, bees hummed over blossoms, and birds painted the sky with their colorful feathers. But slowly, something began to change. It started with the flowers. One by one, they lost their colors and wilted. Then the grass turned from green to dull brown. The once bright leaves drooped and faded. Even the river became murky and sluggish. The forest that once sparkled like a jewel became gray and lifeless. The animals were confused. "Why is everything so dull?" asked Ruby the red robin, fluttering over a faded rose. "Where did the colors go?" "I don't know," said Toby the turtle, his shell dusty with fallen leaves. "But I think something's wrong." They called a meeting at the old hollow tree, the heart of Verdancia. Animals from every corner of the forest came: rabbits, foxes, deer, raccoons, owls, and more. "It's like the forest is sick," said Mina the mole. "There's so much trash everywhere," sniffed Benny the badger, pointing to plastic wrappers tangled in the bushes and bottles floating in the stream. "And the air smells funny," said Ellie the elephant shrew, "not fresh like before." Just then, wise old Olive, the ancient owl, hooted gently from her perch. "The forest is losing its colors because we have not taken care of it. The pollution, the litter, the broken branches. It all adds up. Verdancia is crying for help." The animals fell silent. They looked around at their once beautiful home, now coated in dust and garbage. A soft wind blew, carrying a dry leaf across the forest floor. "We have to fix this," said Ruby bravely. "We can't let our home stay like this." "But how?" asked Nibbles the nervous squirrel. "Together," said wise old Olive. "We must work together to bring the forest back to life." And so, the animals began to plan. The next morning, the forest buzzed with activity. Not from insects, but from teamwork. Ruby the robin flew through the trees, calling out assignments. "Foxes and raccoons, clean up the trash. Rabbits and deer, help replant flowers. Turtles and frogs, work on clearing the stream." The raccoons used their clever paws to gather plastic bags and wrappers. The foxes, swift and careful, pulled twigs and broken glass from the underbrush. The rabbits dug small holes, and the deer gently placed wildflower seeds inside. The squirrels leapt overhead, dropping acorns and nuts to regrow trees. Toby the turtle and his friends formed a line across the stream, scooping out soda cans and bits of rubber. With each piece of trash they removed, the water flowed a little faster and a little clearer. Even the bees joined in. They buzzed from flower to flower, encouraging the new buds to bloom. It wasn't easy. The work was hard, and some of the animals grew tired. But when they looked around and saw their friends helping, they kept going. After 3 days of teamwork, something magical happened. Tiny sprouts of green poked up from the soil. A breeze carried the scent of wild mint. The river sparkled just a little in the sunlight. And most wonderful of all, the very first splash of color returned, a bright yellow daffodil standing tall near the old hollow tree. The animals cheered. "The forest is waking up," cried Ruby. "But there's still more to do," reminded wise old Olive with a gentle hoot. "Rest, then work again. Nature heals, but only if we help." So the animals worked for many more days, slowly restoring the beauty of Verdancia. Each morning brought more color: pink blossoms, green leaves, bluebells, and golden sunlight. The sky looked brighter, and the songs of birds filled the air once more. Finally, after weeks of care, the forest stood tall and proud again. The trees rustled with life, the streams sang as it flowed, and colors danced everywhere. To celebrate, the animals held a festival. They called it the Festival of Colors. They hung garlands made of flowers, and the birds performed songs in harmony. Even the frogs croaked a merry tune. The forest glowed in the evening light as animals danced beneath the moon. During the celebration, Ruby flew to the top of the tallest tree and looked out over Verdancia. "We did it," she said. "We brought the colors back." "No," said wise old Olive, smiling. "You cared enough to bring the colors back. When nature is loved, it blooms." From that day on, the animals of Verdancia made a promise. They would take care of their home, planting, cleaning, and protecting the forest for generations to come. And so, the colors stayed, brighter than ever.